say like this Allendale project, you know, there was $5 million option, there was a $3 million, 2.5, several options in there, but you have to look and say, okay, all right, well, we're going to go, you know, the $3 million project is the cheapest we can go. And we're going to spend $3 million. Okay, well, say there's 100 homes in there. Okay. $30,000 a piece, I think.
Definitely, and that would definitely cause an increase in taxes to
and
charge on the citizens.
That's $30,000 a piece. So, you know, some of those homes in there aren't worth $30,000 a piece. I mean, there's a lot of, you know, mobile homes in there, and some of them are. But what I'm saying is, you get to a point where it's borderline. Is it worth it or is it not worth it? I mean, you go in and clean the ditches out, you do the best job you can, but the thing that hasn't changed from commissioner to commissioner to commissioner is the elevation. See, in the past, we've ran around like chickens with their heads cut off with barrels and barricades and tape, and me and my wife were out, you know, just because we didn't have enough guys, and we were out putting some tape back up where somebody had driven through a barricade down off of Crockett Martin Road. And I went back down and put the tape up. So me and her, I said, we're going to get another call. So we just backed up over the road. I said, you know what? Somebody's going to come along here and just drive through that. And there was already a car submerged. Like you could see the cab sticking out. And this girl came down in this big 4-wheel drive and just drove through the tape, drove through the danger sign, knocked everything over. Of course, I pulled in behind her and turned her lights on. I was just, I just went in here washing my tires off. I wasn't going to go through it. You know, so hopefully some of these barricades are going to help with the safety factor. But I guess what I'm telling you, and probably the answer that nobody wants to hear, I can't fix the problem we've got. Houston can't fix the problem they've got. They put up some gates and did some stuff like what we're doing as well to help with the public safety, but you cannot. I mean, even if I did what Houston has done with the canals, they talk about the canals and how full they get, and even if you put the canal systems in, replace some of the detention ponds, put all that into the tributary, whenever it comes a rain of a torrential nature, and it comes in an area, you know, so that's like when we had this last big flood last year. That's why a lot of people got flooded that's never been flooded before, and they say, oh, well, the Grand Parkway did it, or this person did it. But some people that weren't even close to the Grand Parkway and had nothing to do with it got flooded that didn't.
Right.
And then some people that did get flooded, who always get flooded, didn't flood. And it was just because of the concentration and the location of the rain. So.
Well, that's one thing. You have, with torrential rain, that's to be expected. I mean, if it rains torrentially for 3 days straight, the water's going to rise. But you also have instances where you have a spring shower and the ditches are backed up. Even if it only rains for a couple of hours, it can end up flowing into someone's yard. It can end up flowing onto the street. Something that should not have caused such a problem will.
I don't disagree with that. But here again, we've got the problem of we don't control. Once it leaves the ditch or before it gets to the ditch, we have no control over that.
It's not just that as well, but
well,
what would it take to start digging out some of these ditches to provide a clear pathway for the water to begin flowing?
We do it every day.
Mm-hmm.
I've got 3 grade all crews, and they're digging somewhere every day.
Mm-hmm. Have you considered talking about the Army Corps of Engineers, bringing them to this?
Oh yeah, we've talked to the Army Corps of Engineers, and but here again, it takes money. It takes, you know, we don't have the money to fix the roads and clean the ditches that we do have now. You know, when we put these work orders out, okay, we've got these ditches down here that are maybe got black water in them or whatever, but we absolutely positively know that outfall ditch down there where the water is supposed to be going is blocked for whatever reason, and we can't do anything about it. And normally what ends up happening, frankly, is either a group of neighbors will get together or somebody, will go run a track hole, or they'll get somebody in there and they'll break it up and do it. But as far as a county, we can't do it. So what are we going to do? We're going to go clean the ditches where the water is and get the water scooped out, and just know that when the rain comes back, it can't go anywhere. Number one, you really shouldn't try to clean ditches out when they are full of water.
Well, who is responsible for cleaning the tributaries when they go, as things flow out?
There is nobody.
No.
It's up to the private citizen. Now, I will say this, that we haven't had much of it in the rivers, or more especially the rivers, but also the creeks. Is you can get the Army Corps of Engineer to come in if we've got a problem. We haven't had any major problems. There's no way that I can afford out of my budget, and it would be, even if I took this on as a project and said, look, we're gonna hire it out, done, but it's gonna take 5 budget cycles before I can get the money. Well, the contractor's not gonna start until I get the money. Well, by the time 5 budget cycles is up, what would be a $300,000 project may be a $500,000 project. So the only feasible way for me to do it is to wait until I get the equipment freed up. I've got one track hole. I don't have a dozer. I'll go rent a dozer, and we'll get the track hole and the dozer in there. It'll probably take a couple of weeks, and we'll go in and put the necessary drainage in and put the erosion control down, and we'll fix it ourselves probably for, you don't put a gauge to what you're already paying, like your help and stuff. You're already paying that, but I mean, for about a little less than half the cost, we can do it ourselves. So that's the plan, is we're going to try to do it in-house and ourselves, but it'll probably be another 90 days before we see any shovels on the ground, just through getting the logistics going. So,
I kind of liken it to, when you have a home and you have a certain amount of maintenance that you should do every year to that home, or else it's just going to end up eventually falling down around you. And right now, it really seems like there's not like a steady plan to address the maintenance, the daily maintenance, to keep it going. Is there just that many fires to put out, or what?
As far as drainage goes, no. I mean, there's not enough manpower to do what I need to do, is roads, and we do. I'm not saying we don't, because radar crews are out every day, but it's a call response. They're putting the driveways in. They're cleaning the ditches out that people's water's not flowing out of. We're doing all that, but it's not like we've got a guy driving around saying, whoops, there's a plugged driveway. We don't have to do that, because we can't get to what we've got to get to right now. If I could have this guy going around and pulling these out, and the water would go down, and I know that when the flood came, it'd be flowing fine, everything would be great, we would find a way to make it happen. The problem is just exactly what I told you. Harris County is spending billions of dollars, and they are being proactive, and people are still flooding. So,
but you said that it would be better. A lot of the homeowners need to do that themselves, kind of help. That you're getting reporting from homeowners, and some owners go out and try to fix things themselves. But to make it, I'm talking baby steps here. Where if you make it where everybody knows that they have to call the county when they want to put a new culvert in.
Yeah, and we've talked about. We are working on a kind of a deal that we can put out around the chamber and the businesses about what to do when you move here, what the process is, and we're working on communicating so we do get more. But I'm gonna tell you what, there is zero problem with people letting us know that their neighbor put it. I'm telling you, it's like, it's like the people that call in on the tax man because somebody built a carport, But I'm telling you, we get those reports. It's not like we're waiting until it floods. People are calling us, and when it does rain, we really do. The amount of calls that come in during a rain instance is it's almost unmanageable, really.